Get in line after Father, we all pine communion, but without the wine we promise it will be just fine, cause he is the divine. This is your sign to join the down bad hotline. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice, to him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times, he will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the down bad patrollees. Our Father who art in Chicago, best be thy name. It doesn't have to be a bad day, though I am not great. Even though he left me undelivered the night of our date. My buddy is single and he is not doing well, but we'll all feel better at the ringing of our church bell. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. He is gonna share his greatest advice, to him we give glory. Doesn't matter if you've been cheated on 14 times, he will forgive you for all your simping crimes. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines and listen to our stories. We're the down bad patrollees. It doesn't have to be a bad day if they turn you down. If you shoot your shot, Father, and we will be so proud. Just no incels, incest, weird shit with your pets, killing spiders, starting fires, sounding 50 at recess. No baking in the chat, no fedora hats, don't let your day walk all over you like you are a doormat. No co-leaders, we are great secret keepers. Father will do his best to stop you from being a people pleaser. Come in and have a good time, call him up and get in line. After Father, we all pine communion, but without the wine we promise it will be just fine, cause he is the divine. This is your sign to join the down bad hotline. Father Tucker's gonna open the lines.
Yep. Here I am. Hi guys, how we doing? Put a little music on in the background. Sorry for the delay. My Streamlabs kept failing. So thought I had it. No, I didn't. Whoever Jude. Oh, god damn it. Well, Lindsay, your name's here. I guess we'll do Judy next time. I wanna feel heat burning my knees. Thanks for the 2 bits, Trip. Let's not go too crazy now. Hi, everybody. Tucker, you look amazing. Thank you, Onion. Much appreciated. Got my go-go juice. Just spilled it all over myself. God damn it. I think this is my first stream, but I can't remember, so hello. Well, it's your first time talking, so how you doing, bud? Father is such a cutie. Damn straight. We'll take that. Let's get my collar popping here. Let him know that I'm a man of the cloth. Why are you guys being horny? Stop. Father Tucker, I got played. Aren't we all getting played, bro? How the fuck am I the first in bits? Because you're the only one who's done it today. If you're trying to pump the tail, I appreciate it. Father, I'm new here, but I've been meaning to stop by. I've got a spicy call to make you today. Well, I'm excited for it. We'll wait a little bit longer, and then we'll get moving on it. What's the pants situation today, Father? I'm wearing sweat shorts. Thanks for noticing. First stream, how you doing, Father? I'm doing great. Wish I could hop in the queue, but too many people. Yeah. There was people in that queue at 9 in the morning today. You guys aren't fucking crazy. Father Tucker, I love you. I love you too. My first time in the queue. Hopefully you get in. Father, I love you. I love you too. How do I make a call? You join the Discord. Very distinguished. I think you mean distinguished. Father, I really admire your work. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Father Tucker, these hoes ain't loyal. That well, depends on what hoes you're talking about. How was your day, Father? It was okay. I finally hit 1 million on my regular page on TikTok, so W's in the chat for that. Big Tug hit 1 million. Are you officially ordained by the church? Which church? Hello, Father. How was your day been? It's been great. First time stream. Let's go. Too bad I'm off break right now where I call in. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Father, can you blow me a kiss? Mwah. Church of Down Bad. Yes, sir. Damn, I was in the queue. Slow down. I love you, Daddy Tucker. My brother wants to call you. Damn sad. Sorry to hear that. Father, could you please say a day of the week? Oh, wait. Fuck. Wednesday? I don't know. All right. Let's get cracking at these calls. I'm sure you guys have been waiting long enough. Up first is the dude who's been in the queue since 9 a.m. We'll give him a ring. Stop playing the music, goddammit. Hello?
Hello.
You've been in the queue since this morning, right?
Yes, people started queuing at 7 MDT, and I was here at 10.
What's MDT?
Mountain Time.
So is that California?
No, it's like Colorado area.
Okay, still. That's insane. Okay, regardless, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What can I do for you?
I have a story for you.
Mm-hmm.
I had a friend who was getting bullied by a toxic friend, and I'm fine if you do anything to me, but if it's to someone else, like one of my friends, I don't like it.
Right.
So, I did something.
What did you do?
And so, they were being super rude. So what I did was I did things with almost their whole friend group. I went on a date with their mom, and then I dated their brother.
Sorry, okay, restart. So what did you do with their whole friend group?
I did,
We don't have to go into specifics.
I did stuff with almost their whole friend group.
What are the
I
what are the genders in this situation? I'm very confused.
Male and I'm a female.
And you're just swinging for the fences at the whole friend group, taking all comers,
Yes.
and then you dated his mom?
I went on a date with their mom, and I dated their brother for 5 months.
How is this? Did that stick in their craw? Were they upset by that?
Oh, they were pissed.
How do you go on a date with someone's mom? How old are you?
I'm 19.
How do you go on a date with someone's mom? How did you accomplish that?
It was like a joke date. I was like, I'm friends with I'm friends with your daughter. Let's like have like a joke thing. And the mom's like, really, she was okay with the idea. That shocked me. So we did that. And then, with their group, I did it's a group of 20. I got 17, I think, out of all of them. And then I dated their brother. So I was over at their house like every other day, annoying them.
How much time did this take?
It took like a month.
How did word not get out that you were on a rampage?
Because everyone knew she was toxic, so I infiltrated the friend group like that, and I would show them, hey, this girl's toxic. They would drop her. And then after I broke up with their brother, I showed the mom and the brother. They were not happy, so they got a nice warm welcome.
Oakley dokley. Well, good for you.
Adding me, please.
I don't know if this is something you should do for the rest of your life, but at least once, that seems like a pretty Chad move, I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you, I guess.
Proud of you. Keep that mental up. That much experience, not experience with them, that much contact with other human beings can make you go crazy, especially when they start dwindling down and you don't have that much contact with people. So let's just keep your mental up, but I'm glad you kind of destroyed someone's life over something petty. That's very funny to me.
Well, it wasn't that petty. They would bully like a crap ton of people. They were not nice. I think they broke my friend's arm. That's what the last straw was for me.
Jesus Christ. All right, fuck this person.
Yeah, yeah, no. That's why I decided to.
Well, proud of you, girl. I'm glad you waited a long time to tell me that. That was a pretty goddamn good story.
Thank you.
Bless your heart, Zan.
All right, goodbye. Have
Bye-bye.
a good day.
You too. Holy fuck. Alright, up next. Diesel. Hi, Diesel. Dizel.
Hello, Father.
What's up, bud?
Okay, Father, I have a story from one of my friends. One second, let me just mute the stream. I'm sorry, Father.
Where are you from, boy?
Yeah,
Where are
the
you?
West Coast, deep South Kentucky.
Nice, love it. Alright, what's up?
Okay, so I have a story from one of my friends, and so he has some kind of scent or something. Every girl in our county will add him on Snapchat, and he will then lead them on if he is going to date them. And what he'll do is he'll wait till like 3 a.m. They've been talking till like 3 a.m., Father, and which I do not agree at this. He will call them hungry, hungry hippos and block them. Father, what should I do?
Uh,
Yeah, I know, Father. I'm sorry.
he does that to every single girl. He calls them a hungry, hungry hippo, and then he dips.
I know, Father.
Every
Yes,
single
yes.
one?
Yes, Father. And then one of them called me nasty, and he kind of went on a rampage. So,
Okay.
but I mean, every single one is called a hungry, hungry hippo, and I feel very bad for them.
How many girls has he done this to?
I know of at least 10 to 20.
How old is this guy?
14 to 15, I cannot remember. He's about the same age as me.
Well, if you're okay. All right. Golly.
Yeah.
In terms of you have a friend and he's doing shitty things to women,
Yes.
have you told him you don't like it?
Yes.
What did he say?
Kind of ignored me, which I mean, it's not like it's a abusive friendship because I'm much taller than him and I'm built like a semi truck, so that's kind of the
Built like a brick shit house.
yes, very much, Father.
But in the sense of that, a big thing it's a movement right now where it's, guys, if your guy's being shitty to women and no one's calling him out on it and you call him out on it, he's not changing, if your friend's nice to you but not nice to other people, it's one of those things
Yes.
where you personally have to make a decision. And if he's, a toxic person and you don't see it yet, odds are it's going to come up later down the line. Like, this shit's very toxic, especially at that young age, just playing with people's hearts and calling them hungry, hungry hippos, which objectively I do find funny. Not the fact, because
It is funny.
I just find it funny because, like, it's like, I guess there's the fat element, like calling someone a fatty by a hippo, but it doesn't really seem like that. It looks like he's just quoting a board game and calling them horny, I guess. Like, I don't get it. It's ridiculous. It's like calling them, like, chutes and ladders to me. Like, you're just an insane person then dipping out. But at the end of the day, if you think he's doing something wrong and you told him and he didn't change anything, what kind of friend is that, right?
Pretty shitty one.
Not even the fact that he didn't change, he just ignored you. So I would try and bring it up again, saying like, hey, listen, not only does this reflect poorly upon you, you're my friend and it reflects poorly upon me. And I don't really like that. I don't like being tied to someone who's doing this shit. Could you please stop? And if he doesn't, well, you're young and you'll find new friends. I'm just saying that it's probably in your best interest to skedaddle out of this friendship.
And one more thing, Father. This is kind of a funny one. So, we were on a trip with one of our friends and the group he is in. And so, we were at a hotel. And it was my friend, his mom, well, my other friend's mom, my other friend, and him, and me. And he was walking around the hotel, Father, in his boxers. And it was very embarrassing. And then he proceeded to do the hungry, hungry hippo thing.
To who? And what? So he was in his boxers walking around the hotel and he did that in purpose? I mean, in person?
No, like, yeah, he would walk around the hotel in his boxers, and it was very, very funny, Father. And I don't know,
I mean,
it was very
so listen,
hard.
I played a lot of sports when I was a kid, and a lot of sports that you had to shower with other men. And I was naked in front of a lot of people, a lot of men, and it was really funny. Being naked is funny. That's
It was funny,
always
Father.
true. I'm not going to hold it against him then. I mean, it's indecent exposure, and he's a child, and he should probably be careful with that. But in terms of getting a laugh out of the boys, being naked's pretty
Yeah.
funny. So I wouldn't
It
hold
really is, Father.
don't want to hold him against him for that. But in terms of treating women like shit, you have some options here, and I think you know which was the correct one to take.
Yeah, thank you, Father.
Yeah.
And Father, I was taking a tour the other day, and I saw a cat just kind of like disappear into this red void. Did you know what that could be about?
No, but things from your,
Okay.
you know, there's always an explanation for something,
Hmm.
even if we don't know it yet. And I was trying to look at all the options before you believe in the mystic, is what I would suggest
And
to you.
Father, you really look like this guy named Satan. I don't know if it's just.
Don't worry about it. Have a good day, Diesel. Appreciate it. Bless your
Love you,
heart.
Father.
We don't talk about that. Hype Train. Who's been sending me shit? Hold on. 1 second. I'm getting subs and I didn't even know it. We got. Hold on, motherfuckers. Future Apper 187 with the 1 month tier 1 sub. Thank you. My name is CJ with the Prime sub. Thank you. Anonymous Gifter. I didn't even know you could fucking do that. Gave a tier to Gwen, who's a diehard. And Naylon Crid with the resub for the 1 month tier. And Nero. God, you guys are doing so much. I wasn't even paying attention. Nero 37 with the 1 month tier. I hope you guys are still here. If you sub to me and I don't respond right away, I'll always do it before the end of the stream. So don't think I'm ignoring you. Apologies. Anyway, thank you guys so much for supporting the show and supporting me. Oh. Bought my fortune. Bet my fortune. That's a scary name. But thank you for the gifted sub. Up next, we have a name that I can't read. Hello?
Hello, Father.
You from Virginia?
No, I'm a voice actor.
Oh, no, I was just saying because it says VA at the end of your name, so I just assumed you were from Virginia. That's on me.
Yeah, no, it's like a voice acting.
Got it.
thing.
What can I do for you?
I'm actually. This is actually a update on a situation from a bit ago. Remember the Boba date guy?
Yeah!
Yeah, that's me.
How'd it go?
Yeah. Okay, so if you remember, we went on 2 dates. On the 3rd date, we kind of were like, okay, so what's the situation? Kind of went like, basically she said, I'm down to like kind of go on dates, but I don't know where this is going to go. Later the week, she just texted, yeah, I just want to stay friends. So.
Okay. Well, that's what dating is. At least you had a shot.
Yeah. But so I just wanted to give a little update on that and another kind of like awkward situation that I'm in. So I have this friend I asked out in 8th grade. And like we're extremely close friends now to the point where we're basically best friends.
Okay. How old is he?
They.
They.
They're exact same age, like like a couple months younger, 15.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So wait. So they're both in the 8th grade?
Both from 8th grade.
Oh. Okay. Restart this. So they asked you.
We are currently juniors.
Juniors in high school.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I asked them out in 8th grade.
Okay.
She said no. I just want to be friends, and so I was just like, okay, yeah, no, that's chill. Because it's 8th grade, I thought, okay, I'm just gonna forget this ever happened, and it's just gonna become a butt of a joke.
Right.
Well, clown that I am, just realized after getting out, after the girl rejected me, I'm like, oh wait, shit, I actually still have feelings for this person.
Yeah.
The problem is, I fucking know they probably don't like me at this point. It's like.
Do you?
It's just, yeah. So I'm kind of like, fuck.
So look back at yourself in the 8th grade. Would you say you're any bit similar to the person you were in 8th grade?
Absolutely not.
Would you? So have you heard of the 10-year theory? I talk about this a lot.
No.
There was a study done at Harvard or Yale, one of those big fucking colleges, in a psychology class, and it was done to 20, 30, 40, and 50, and 60-year-olds, right? And every age group was asked 2 questions. The first question was, were you the same person you were 10 years ago? The second question was, are you done growing as a person? And about 100% of the people said, yes, I'm done growing, and 100% of the people said, no, I wasn't the same person I was 10 years ago. So everyone's constantly changing. And I think there's been enough time to pass where maybe it won't work out, maybe there's still some shit that's like left residual, but you're both probably completely different people. So it's worth taking a shot.
The problem is, at this point, I don't even know what their sexuality is, and I don't think they do either.
Okay, well, still, just try and, throw some signals out. I know people are still at your age trying to figure out who they are and what they're gonna be, but if they need a companion during that trip, might as well be there for her, right?
Yeah.
Or them.
Okay, so like the reason I kind of know they don't like me back is we went the way I kind of found out that I kind of like her is our friend group was supposed to go on a trip to like a fair, and like OC Fair. It kind of fell through, and us two were the only ones who were there like last minute. We were like, should we go on the Ferris wheel? And she was like, no, I don't want to go on I want to go on it with someone I actually like. And I'm like, oh fuck.
Jesus. Okay, yeah, okay.
It was kind of brutal.
How recently was that?
That was like a week ago.
Okay, yeah, bro. Jesus. You should have fucking led with that. I mean, that's like the definition of...
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm very bad at storytelling.
Okay, well, yeah, okay. So you got feelings for someone who's not into you. That happens 90%. I fall in love on the bus every day. Or I did before I got a girlfriend. But it's one of those things where you just kind of got to let that shit slide. Once you start focusing... It's all about redirecting your passions. And if you're passionate about one person, you can redirect that passion to the next. You just got to keep your eyes open.
All right, thank you, Father.
No problem, bud. Listen, you have a great attitude, and like you're the perfect definition of how dating sucks because you keep swinging and missing. But you're also aware that these things sometimes it doesn't work out, but doesn't mean you're not worth it. You just got to keep trying.
It's just kind of like working out. It's an entire goddamn grind that's gonna take like forever.
To quote, I think it's BoJack Horseman. It's the same thing with working out. It gets easier, but you just got to do it all the time. That's the hard part.
Thank you, Father.
No problem. Bless your heart, son. Next up, we have Boof Slug.
Hello?
Hello, Boof Slug. That's a sick name. What's up?
Hi, I'm Mr. Slug. Hello, Father.
Hello.
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm very giddy. I'm very excited.
Glad to hear it. What can I do for you?
So, where do I begin? So, a couple months back, I had like an ex-best friend, right? And she was super toxic. Like, we were like friends for 2 years. And I cut her off as of recently because, I decided to finally start focusing on myself. And she keeps talking about me on social media.
Right.
And I've tried to, like, talk to her and, be, like, compliant and tell her, like, hey, can you not? And she keeps bad-mouthing me and saying I'm this awful person, even though, like, when we were friends, I was more, like, I kind of prioritized her over me. And that's why, like, I cut her off recently.
Yeah.
So I've just been like, what do I do? Do I keep telling her off or should I just ignore it?
You should absolutely cut her off.
Mm.
Well, do both.
It's like, I have her cut, I don't talk to her on anything. Like, I blocked her number. I changed my number because her and her friends kept, like, harassing me, like, sending me texts constantly with burner numbers, and it was constant. And my friends keep telling me that she keeps bad-mouthing me, and it's like,
So that sucks, right? You're getting bad-mouthed by this girl.
Yeah.
But you got to realize that, how old are you?
I'm 17.
Okay, so she's standing on her soapbox with a megaphone on her social media and crying out to whoever can hear it that you're a bad person, right?
Yeah.
But bad people keep bad company, and she's standing in a sewer with this megaphone. And she's talking to the people who probably already fucking know what she thinks about you. And she's just doing it to get in your head. It's not hurting your reputation, because one, people are probably aware that she's kind of a fucking basket case. And two, if they know you, they know you're not a bad person. So this is only for you. Like, I'm sure people are also, like, nothing, I've unfollowed some people who just keep subtweeting, but on different, like they don't fully say the name, but like, oh, cutting the snakes in the grass, real fence, die fast, whatever the fuck. And I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. This is for you and that person. Stop portraying it. So I'm sure everyone's sick of her shit on that front, and also she's just doing it to get to you because no one else gives a shit about this. And if they do, they're her shitty little friends that have know better, and they're not going to ask you your opinion on the situation. And they already, like you said, they already hated you to begin with because she fed them lies. So there's one of those things where it hurts just because she's doing it, but don't be afraid that other people's judgment is going to get clouded. She's already doing that in her own sense. And these things, you said you're 17, right?
Yeah, and she's 19, so...
Yeah, she's going to be a hometown hero, and she's going to float through life, and she's going to be talked to everyone, and she's going to be called the psychopathic mover, because people like that get found out. She's not going to be able to hold friends or a job for a long time, because she's just going to be shitty to people. And then there's you, Mr. Toad. What's your name? Mr.
Slug.
Mr. Slug. And Mr. Slug is fun. Mr. Slug understands that some people are shitty, but you had to cut her out of her life because you're smart and you're emotionally developed. Are you going to college?
Yeah. No. I graduated high school early with my GED, and
Nice.
I just plan on working soon.
Okay, but You're about to
Yeah.
explode into the real world. And once you realize you're in the real world, I do suggest that you try and at least move a couple towns over. Just get a little like new exposure to new people and new worlds. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, the shit's going to mean nothing to you once you get your real life started. So let her be a shithead on her fucking private bubble account and, live your own life. Because that shouldn't bother you as much as it does. Because when you look in the mirror and see yourself, you know you're not whatever the fuck she's saying about you. And your friends do too. And that's all that should matter.
Thank you, Father.
No
I
problem.
also kind of want to say, like, I don't know, I'm proud of myself at the moment because I've done a lot of, like, self-healing because for a long time, like, I was always, like, attached to these kind of people that don't prioritize me and I would prioritize them and they would kind of just use me and toss me around. And so, I've been doing really good lately and, I don't know, it means a lot from you to hear you say that.
Well, it's true, and it's also like I came from the same kind of background where I was always the clown. Like that's how I made friends. I
Yeah.
was always funny, and then I realized if you're just a funny friend, that's what you're there for. You're there for comic relief. People would just toss me around like a baton, and like then I would try and give my opinion on something. No one gave a shit, and I had to go through like 4 fucking friend groups to find people who actually gave a shit about me. And I'm super happy. The crowd's very small, but I'm very happy with my Goombas, my men that I just hang out with, and they're fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
So, you'll find your stride. You're already halfway there. Just keep it up.
For a long time, I've been noticing lately that quality over quantity is just so much better. So
Oh my god,
thank you, Father.
every time I see the popular kids with like 20 friends, they're like, "What's this guy up to tonight? Let's hang out with him." I'm like, I know at least 10 of them hate the other 10. Like it's just a fucking,
Yeah.
they're all full of shit. It's just important to some people to have a lot of people in their lives, and that's fine. But it's way better to have a few, and I'm glad we're on the same page as that. But bless your heart, Boof. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Father. You too.
Have a good one.
You too.
I keep almost banning people by clicking the button. Did I get another sub? I think I did in the middle of that. Sorry. I told you, I always go back to you. Northern Bell Carol gave me 500 bits. Thank you so much. And Big Boomer subscribed with Prime, as well as Sai-kun VN with the Prime sub. Thank you so much. You guys are so fucking nice to me. It's insane. Anyway, back to the show. I think it goes... I don't know who is up. Up next is Viola. Hi, Anne Frank.
Came here from TikTok. Keep up the good work,
Hello?
Father.
Hi. Oh, this, 1 second. Someone just donated me $50. Holy shit. Thank you. Wow.
That's
I'm
a lot.
gonna buy some champagne with that. Okay, do for you.
Okay, so I'm 14, but like I have practically never had like a girl as a friend, and I kind of need some advice because I like this girl, but I don't have an added like in any social media, right?
Right.
She knows who I am. I can talk to her like in a conversation. Like I don't talk to her like at all.
So you mean like you have the ability to talk to her, you just don't?
Yeah, and then like I don't talk to anybody because I just started my school year like a few days ago.
Right.
And as a freshman, I'm not like a very attractive dude. I'm pretty short for my age,
Yeah.
and it's like pretty difficult to make friends as well. And
First of all, where are you from?
I'm from Florida.
Florida. Okay, bro. First of all, I feel like you have a good sense of humor. Am I wrong about that?
Florida.
Sorta. So that's the thing. You definitely have benefits to yourself. Honestly, I always tell people to do this, but especially in Florida, I bet you can find something like this. Go in your fucking hometown, sit on the bench, and look at the fucking short, pugly dudes walking around with a beautiful woman. It's not about how you look. It's not. It's about people like... So there's certain things that women like, and they're not all the same. But whenever you find a woman, there's, you can find what attracts them. One of them is ambition. Like if you, do good in school and you're like, you want to get a job and you want to get shit done. Getting shit done, that's a big one. Having a good sense of humor, that's a big one. Having just a general good personality, stuff like that. You don't have to worry about it. Plus you're a fucking freshman. You shouldn't be tall in the first place. Fuck kids who are tall going into freshman year. Not to put heart on tall people, but I've always been short and that hurts my feelings. But, you're putting yourself down before you even get up to the plate. And you're not going to hit the ball if you do that. You have things that people like about you. You do. And I know you're a little fish in a big pond. You just got to school, and of course your self-esteem's got all-time low. High school's a fucking nightmare. But you're going to slowly realize that there's shit that you have to offer people that you can bring to the table. Everyone has something. You have the confidence to call me with 300 people. And a lot of people can't even do that. Like, that's scary for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you nervous at all?
Yes, I just, like started walking around like scratching myself because I got really nervous.
But you're fucking. I can't even tell.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That's pretty fucking big, dog. You know what I mean? Like, I could tell sometimes people get on here, not to talk shit about anyone else who gets on the call here, but, you know, they're a little out of breath. They ramble on because they're afraid of silence and shit like that. Like, you're confident even though you're scared. So we already have a benefit there. You could probably approach a girl and bullshit your way through getting a number.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of getting things moving, I always say there's a lot of ways you can do. If you're sitting in the class with her, you could talk about something you both hate. Like everyone failed a test. Be like, can you believe this fucking shit? And see how she reacts. And be like, wow, I really like your hair. If you get a little bit further down the road, see how she reacts. It's just little baby steps. But if you treat them like a friend, if you treat them like someone you've known for a while, and then on top of that, then you flirt a little bit, that's what having a girlfriend is. That's how getting girls works. Unless you're Andrew Tate and you have a fucking Bugatti and you're just a fucking asshole.
Yeah, but also, I'm not in the same school as her, but she's younger than me by like a few months. Cause I'm really young for my age. I was the youngest out of my whole class.
Yep.
But she's almost my age. She just goes to a different school, and she's barely going to 8th grade. That's the
Damn.
thing.
Damn. Well, I mean, it makes sense because you're this. You know, I'm not gonna give you that much shit because you're pretty much the same age. And it's always
Yeah.
weird. It's what's it called? The break point, something like that, where it's like I'm born in June, so like I was always the youngest, and then there's some people who were born like a couple weeks before me that were at a completely different grade than me, and they were the oldest in their class. So it's like an awkward little period. But in terms of that, you know, it's going to be a lot harder to get shit moving on it. I think it's, you know, maybe still worth a shot, but you should be. If you keep your eyes open, dude, you just started school. I'm sure there's going to be some honeys in your class that you're going to be interested in. So just, you know, keep your eyes open and have some goddamn confidence, because I think you should.
Thank you, Father.
What are you drinking right now?
Me?
Yeah, you just opened up a can, didn't you?
No. I'm just walking around.
Am I losing my mind? Did I not just hear a can open? What the fuck was that?
You might have heard. Like, I was clicking a mouse. I think that's what it was.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm losing my mind. But anyways, dude, just have the confidence, because you already have half of it now, and if you just realize what you're worth, like, if you're good at anything, and if you're not good at anything, just start doing it. You're 14. This is when you just develop skills that people find impressive. Then you run with that.
Thank you, Father.
No problem, dog. I wish you the best of luck.
Okay, thank you.
Bless your heart. I heard the can open too. See, I'm not going fucking crazy. It sounded like a full-on beer tab opening up. I guess it was the mouse, yeah. Up next is Viola. Hi, Vi.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. Okay, so I'm gonna tell a story and you're gonna tell me if I was an asshole.
Wait,
okay?
you were the cousin girl, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. As long as we can talk. All right. If is it about cousins?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. Tell the
He's
story.
backing down. Okay. Okay,
We'll
so
play Am I the Asshole?
this happened like a year ago, like most of it.
Okay.
So basically, like 4 years ago at this point, I found out that this guy liked me, and the whole school knew. And like my friends would tease me and stuff, like, you know, typical like
Yeah. Kid shit.
school crushes. Yeah. And we talked for like, I think a month. Not even a month, honestly. And we had to stop because I have strict parents, and I realized my feelings about him later. And so I couldn't really talk to him, but I would talk sometimes through my friends, or like my classmates would FaceTime me when they were with him. And then last year I reopened my social medias.
Okay.
And I decided to talk with him. And at that point, it had been 2 years since we haven't talked. And I liked him. He liked me for about 3 years. I liked him for about 2 years. And I value we weren't really dating, but in a relationship or whatever you call it, I value trust and the truth. If you lie to me about the smallest thing, I will dip.
Right.
And he asked me, he's like, did you date anyone like these 2 years? I'm like, no, did you? He's like, no, I didn't. And I'm like, okay, cool. And one day he gets expelled from school.
Mm.
He was mad, of course, and he wouldn't talk to me. So I went out with my best friend and these two guys. These two girls. And we were talking, and somehow they bring him up, and they're like, "Oh, show me a picture of him." And the girl goes, "Oh my God, I dated him like 2 months ago."
Ooh.
And she kept telling me about how many girls he has dated. And I'm like, why the fuck would he lie? Like, I wouldn't be jealous. I don't expect you to wait for 2 years. Like, you could have just told me.
Yeah.
And I was confused, and I didn't talk to him for like 2-3 days. And when I did, I just mentioned the girl's last name, and he went off, dude. He started cursing me out, started calling me names. Like, he was mad. Like, at first I thought I would forgive him, but then he started calling me names.
Yeah.
And then I blocked him, and he started texting me on my spam account. And I gave my password to my best friend because I really couldn't handle it.
Right.
And he goes, "Well, I will have a lovely chat with your brother on Monday." My brother is really strict. And my best friend goes, "Oh, yeah, well, don't forget you texted me first, because then he would be fucked."
Right.
He didn't say anything. So, like, I felt bad because he was going to ask me out like a week later. But
You don't want to date this person regardless.
yeah, because why would he lie? Like, he dated like
I know
a
why.
lot of people.
Get why he lied. I get why he lied.
I mean, yeah, but I would forgive him, but then he started calling me names.
Yes, exactly. I'm not so first when I say I get why he lied, I can see myself in that mindset. I wouldn't do it, and I think it's stupid to do because then you have to backtrack. But it's a lot easier just to say I didn't date anyone than it is to have the confrontation of saying like, "Oh, I talked to this person," or how many girls he dated. We don't even know. We just know he dated one. Like maybe he was just hiding his tracks, didn't want you to think he was kind of a slut. Whatever the fuck. Like I get why he might lie. But then like getting caught in a lie and getting angry about it is one of the biggest red flags in a human. Like, it's psychopathic behavior, not even hyperbole. Like, that's kind of how it works. So it's a big red flag of somebody to get really angry at getting caught in a lie. It's not healthy, and it's definitely, like, a bad sign of things to come. So, fuck this person.
Yeah, and he texted me for my birthday. Like, he sent this long-ass paragraph. And the thing is, he was apologizing, but he wasn't really apologizing, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm sorry that maybe I didn't give you a fair chance, but it wasn't right of you to call me names.
Yeah.
And like, I felt bad because like he got expelled from school.
Why did he get
I don't know how
expelled?
his family situation would be, but it doesn't give him a right to treat me like shit.
Why did he get expelled?
Yeah, he got expelled for literally not attending class. Like, why would you not attend a 30-minute class?
Yeah.
He's also smart.
How old are you?
I'm 15.
What are your how long is school where you're at?
Well, I go to school from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m.
That sounds so nice. How much downtime did you have?
Well, class is 45 minutes, and I have a lunch break for like 15, 20 minutes.
Okay, that's pretty similar. I don't know. The American school
Yeah.
system sucks. But regardless, I'm glad you blocked this guy, and I think you're gonna be able to find better. But just stay safe because read these red
Yeah.
flags. These are terrible.
I'm really happy. Like I ended the things because 2 months later I went on this like competition, and I met this amazing guy that I love. Words don't express how much I love him. It's been a year now.
Are you dating?
Crazy. We broke up.
Oh. Didn't mean to bring that up. But regardless,
It's okay.
you know what a relationship feels like now, and you know what love can be. So in that sense, you're doing better than most. And where you're at right now, I always say you're not good at reading red flags when you're a kid because you've never experienced them before, but you kind of got a back catalog now. So next time something like that
Yeah.
comes up, you'll know how to handle it.
Yeah.
All right, Viola? You're not an
Yeah.
asshole. You're
Thank
absolutely
you.
correct. Bless your
Thank
heart.
you. You too. Bye.
Bye. 1 second. This song's a little heavy. This one's fun. Anyway, I just want to check the chat, see if I missed anything. Doesn't look like I did. Oh, Big Boomer. I didn't say anything about that. Thank you for the Prime sub. And Northern Bell with another 500 bits. Thank you. And also that $50 donation. I didn't exclaim enough about that. Thank you, you insane person. Just another summer day. All right. We'll go... I think Fusion was up next, and then Purple. Fusion? Hello?
Hello.
What can I do for you?
I need advice.
What's troubling you, my son?
So, I was with this girl like since like almost middle school, and me and her have been friends, and I liked her, and everybody else knew I liked her, but she liked me back, but I didn't know how to like express my feelings with her. So I kind of scurried away in initial reaction.
Right, that happens.
All right. And yeah, that happened. And we went to high school. She like started doing her life. I was fine with that. And I asked her out. I was like, "Oh, you want a date?" She was like, "No, I'm not ready for dating." Understandable. People could take their time. And she said, like, she's not ready. She, like, 2 days later, I found out she was dating somebody. Like, she just started.
Mm. So, I think she just kind of let you down easy, pimp.
Yes. But then she, like, said, if I wasn't in a relationship, I would date you. And I got mixed feelings. And I don't know, like, she kept on saying that. And it's been 3 years. And she basically, my friends, I made new friends. And they were like, all right, just, like, stop talking to her. I stopped talking with her for 5, like, weeks. Because, like, the past 3 years, she would, like, ghost me. And they just send a text. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to send a text. But then, like, I go, like, try to see what happens. And, like, for 5 weeks, I didn't talk to her. And she didn't talk to me. And I was like, I got a low point. And I texted her. And she said, like, oh, I texted, oh, like, you didn't text me for 5 weeks or like blah blah blah, and like that hurts my feelings and all of that. Like, I guess you don't really care about me. I think I'm the asshole for that. But she said I really cared about you all this time, blah blah blah. And I'm like, if you really cared about me, why haven't you talked to me or like try like at least interact a little bit more?
Yeah, I agree.
And yeah, and like the thing is, I keep going back to her, even though like my friends are keep saying, "Don't go back to her," and calling me idiot.
What?
Because I keep going back to her and like
Yeah.
trying to get her, and like they're calling me an idiot, but jokefully, not like meanly.
But you know, there's a kernel of truth to that joke. You gotta stop.
I have to, but like it's so hard because like I tried. I did it for 5 weeks. I like try to like cut her off of my life, and then I
Do you have her
what was
number
that
memorized?
night? Yes.
Like number by number, you know her number?
Yes, I'm done bad, sadly.
I was gonna say block them, but you know, since you have the number saved and you can't just delete the number, bro, nothing about this is good. She's done nothing good for you. How old are you?
I am 17.
How many other girls have you courted in this time?
3.
And how did those go?
It went good because I started talking to them, but then like 2 of them kind of friend zoned me out of nowhere. I don't know how. I just got friend zoned by just talking.
Well, you gotta. When guys talk about the friend zone, it makes me so upset because the friend zone's not a real place. You just didn't fucking. You gotta throw it down, dog. You don't get caught in the friend zone if you throw it down. That's so frustrating to me. You know, the friend zone is a place where a girl is like, oh, we've been talking for this long, and they didn't really shoot their shot. Guess they're just my friend. That's what the friend zone is. You gotta lay your intentions out, my guy. That's how you get out of the friend zone. If you're talking to him for about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe even before that, and say like, hey, I think you're really cute, or say something obviously romantically charged, that's how you stay out of the friend zone. Because they might just reject you if they're not interested, but it's better than being in the friend zone, right?
True, but the only thing is the third person I like right now works with me. And I don't want to make that awkward. Like, I don't want to make things awkward between work and, like, we see each other during work. I don't want to make things awkward like that.
Where do you work?
So, I work for, like, a nonprofit organization. So, like, we go around places, but, like, we spend time together. We all chill. Like, we are in a group, and we all chill. We're all close to each other. I joke around, and I'm funny, but, like, I'm scared that I get rejected, and
yeah,
I will, like, making things embarrassing because, like, she will be there, I will be there, and
you don't shit where you eat. It's you're stuck in that situation. So just don't go after that girl until at least, you leave the company or you go to college or some shit. But in the meantime, this girl, the original one, I'm calling you an idiot too. I'm calling you a dummy. You gotta get out of that. That's nothing but pain's coming out of that situation. She's not gonna turn a leaf and say, oh, I'm gonna give this guy a try. She's just playing with your heart. And that's fucked up, but you're also, throwing the string out. So in that situation, walk away, do your best. 5 months or 5 weeks, not even enough. Like, I'm talking like 3 months, you should not be talking to her. And then in the other cases, it's gonna happen. You just gotta pick the right ones and then throw it down when you have the opportunity. All right?
all right, I understand that. I will try my best.
All right,
Fusion. By any chance if nothing happens, I will come back and tell you any report.
Got it. Love your heart. Bless your heart, Fusion.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Can you get rejected and keep friends as long as you accept that you're just friends and okay with it? Depends on the situation, my guy. Also, I want to give a little announcement about the merch. So, the company we work with this merch, I'm not going to badmouth them, but they did say that unless we're making $50,000 a month in sales, it's not worth it for them. And I can't imagine Mr. Beast is even making $50,000 in merch sales every month, but here we are. So, at the end of the month, they're going to close down the shop. So now it's a clearance, get what you can situation, because by the end of the month, it's going to be all gone. So that being said, if you haven't bought your merch and you were thinking of it, I would suggest you hop on that trail because it's going away. Yeah, 50,000. Isn't that nuts? So, in this situation, if you're interested in the merch, I suggest you buy it ASAP because it might not be here forever. Just wanted to get that out there. Purple, buddy, how you doing?
Oh, what's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
Good. What can I do for you?
All right. So I remember I called in Wednesday, right? With
yes.
Yeah. All right. So this is the same girl, right? Mm-hmm. Turns out she watches the streams, right? I had no clue. Like, we never talked about it with each other. She watched the stream and she like texted me. She was like, "Hey, like, I don't want to assume, but like, were you talking about me there?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, haha." And then turns out she was joking when she said that thing. I think so.
What thing? What thing?
when she said like like collecting Funko Pops was cringe. Like she said she was joking there, but like honestly, I'm not sure if that was just damage control or if she genuinely was joking. So then I was like, okay, cool, like good to know. And then she was like, oh yeah, like honestly, like it sounds pretty cool. Like, can I come over and see them? And like she has never come over to my house before. Like I have never invited her over, but I was like, oh yeah, sure. So like she's supposed to be coming over tomorrow on Saturday. But then like later on in the conversation, she said like, hey, like, can I tell you something? And like, I don't want you to judge me or anything. And that's, I never take anything seriously. So I was like, oh, it's gonna be kind of funny. Like, I want to see what she says here. And then she said like, I just saw two like men kissing in a restaurant, and it honestly made me sick to my stomach. And I was like, obviously, right? That's not a good thing to say, right? She very overtly homophobic there. So I was like, oh, like was it gross at all? She was like, no, it was just like two dudes, like I don't know, it weirded me out or anything. So obviously, right? I don't want her. I'm bi, by the way. So like, obviously, I don't want to like talk to a homophobe, right?
Yeah.
But we already have plans for her to come over to my house, but like I don't know how to like cancel it and be like, oh, like sorry, I don't like you. So like I don't know what to say to her to like cancel.
I mean, she's kind of a shit person, first of all, for saying that.
Yeah.
Like, why would she even, like, what? Was that a dog whistle? What the fuck was that? Why would she just say that to you?
I don't fucking know, man, but I don't know.
Well, you're part of the LGBTQ plus community, and she just
I am.
shit all over it. Like, what the fuck? You don't really owe her a lot in this situation, my guy. You could just say, hey, I'm bi, and, oh, she might be listening to this.
Fuck. Oh, you're right.
Why did you not realize that?
Oh, let's hope she's not.
Regardless, bro, you're fucking bi. What the fuck? Like, she thinks your existence is disgusting.
Yeah, but like, I don't want to make it awkward or anything.
She made it awkward. She made it awkward by saying something weirdly vile out of nowhere, even if you weren't bisexual. Like, if my girlfriend said that to me, I'd be like, hey, pause. What the fuck? What was that? What are you talking about? What do you mean? That ruined your night? Two dudes kissing? Like, not even making out, like, little smooches at a restaurant? Fucking cry about it. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I find it offensive when men or women or a heterosexual relationship, when they're, like, macking faces and making out. Ugh. Vile. In person. Hate that shit. Like, take that. I'm kind of a prude. Like, I don't like PDA. But, whatever. Like, what did she say? What were her exact words?
She said that it made her like sick to her stomach to see two men kissing.
Yeah, okay. Listen, you don't owe this girl anything. You can try and talk about it with her. Once again, maybe she misspoke, or maybe she has a dark sense of humor or something, but fucking...
Yeah, she just texted me. Alright, so I'm gonna wrap this up. So I don't owe her anything. I'm gonna cancel the plans, and then I'm gonna block her and not talk to her.
Okay. Bless your heart, son.
All right, thank you.
Have a good one. Bye-bye. Hey, girl, if you're watching, what the fuck was that? Piece of shit. Hi, Steven. Or Stefan.
Hello.
Hello. Your name is my middle name.
Nice.
What can I do for you?
So, I have a little bit of a problem.
Sure.
This weekend, I'm going on a date for the first time in like a year,
Okay.
and I'm scared I'm gonna fuck it up.
You might. You might fuck it up. That's why you go on dates. So, listen, this is one of those things where people like you, I got over this hump, but you're planning for the worst. You're already in your head mentally in a place where you're afraid things are going to fall apart. And why would you plan for things to be terrible? I know, and I know why you're doing that. It's one of the best preservation skills you can have as a human, and that's what we're naturally adept to do. We always look for the worst in things so we can protect ourselves and be sheltered, but you're going on a date, right? Who asked who on the date? You asked her on the date?
Yeah, it was like a mutual thing.
Okay. So she's already interested in you, my guy. You already have. It's not like you had to get on your hands and knees and offer her money and riches for her to go on a fucking date with you. She enjoys you as a person already. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I think.
That she wouldn't go on the date with you. You know how hard it is to get a woman to go on a date with you? Do you know how hard that is? Like, in terms of, like, approaching a girl at a bar and getting her number, or getting a girl's number at high school, or getting a girl's number at college, or getting a girl's number at work, and then them answering the text, or them giving you a real number, and then you having an actual conversation, and then either in person or over text, you ask them on a date and they say yes. All those steps, dog, takes a long time and a lot of work and a lot of yeses for that shit to work out. So you're already in the green. We're already doing well. And she likes you as a person. Go into it like you already won, because you already have. And if it doesn't work out in terms of you dating, like you're not completely compatible with each other and it's not going to work out that way, that's fine. But you're already doing great. Just keep it up. Just keep doing what you're doing. What do you think you could do to fuck it up?
I don't know. My personality, I'm like very introverted. So usually I get very socially awkward around girls.
Have you been shy with her?
No, not really. I try to get out of my comfort zone when we have conversations and stuff.
Okay, so here's my suggestion to you. All right? Because this is who you are, and you're not.
Okay.
I don't want you to go in pretending being someone you're not. Right? I don't want you to go in there pretending like finger guns blasting, sunglasses on, pretending to be Fabio. Like, go into the situation and be honest with her. You can do it over text before or afterwards. Just be like, "This is out of my comfort zone, but I'm very excited to be here." You could just say something like that, because you as a person, like, you're obviously a little anxious, the introversion, whatever, but, explain yourself
Yeah,
and tell you, like, you
it's
come out
gonna
of your
fuck.
shell eventually, but once you get out ahead of it, then you have nothing to lose, and then you'll be open as a butterfly. Once you get over, it's going over the hump on the roller coaster. You know what I mean? Once you're open and honest and vulnerable, it's scary, but once it's already out in the air and she knows what's going on, it's going to be a lot easier to talk to her.
Okay. Thanks.
No problem, bro. I really believe in you. Plus, you already have the date, which is such a big thing. Like, even if it doesn't work out, you already won. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problem, bud. Bless your heart.
Thank you.
Where do you get the Pepe emoji? I don't know. Up next, Subdub. Subdub, how you doing?
Wait. Wait. Let me just have a stream. Hi, Father. What's up?
Hi, bud. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? I've had a very confusing day. I'm 15. I just have like a really high pitched voice.
Well, you have an accent, so I wouldn't assume. I can't tell with other people, like, ages when they have accents for some reason. It's a mental block for me. But you're 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway. Can I just say your beard is looking absolutely on point today.
Thank you. I'm very good at angles, but on one of these sides, it's falling apart. I have alopecia suddenly. But besides that, thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
Anyway, no problem. Anyway, I'm in a bit of a mess.
Right.
It's a bit like all over the place. Basically, there's this girl that's kind of been, not really, but has had like weird relationships with everyone else in my group. So it's like one of them, she's dated my best friend, right?
Right.
Which that kind of fell apart. And I can't. Here's the thing: I may or may not have accidentally, tripped and fell. It was partly my fault, but my best friend was a bit of a pussy and just kind of went, "Hey, I want to break up with this girl. Can you do it for me?" That type of thing.
Jesus. All right.
Yeah, so that kind of all fell apart, and it was on her birthday as well, which was kind of awkward. Anyway, so I wasn't really that interested in her at first, just like friend, stuff like that. We got really close, and there was this one other guy that, we were kind of like a trio type thing. This one other guy, he kind of went from like a "where's my hug" type guy with the girl, and I was kind of third wheeling. But anyway, this guy, he asks her out. She rejects her, and then since like people like my age, they're kind of all dicks. Men overall, they just kind of suck. Anyway, so this guy goes from "Where's my hug" to "nice guy" in like seconds. Like loses his mind.
Jeez, all right.
Like I believe the word megabitch was used.
Okay.
Anyway, so it all falls apart. Anyway, so I'm interested in this girl, but since it's kind of like she's giving me like really mixed signals, and at the same time she's like a 10. So all the people that she knows have asked her out or like her, or it's all a bit weird. And on one hand, we have like really good chemistry. We get along very well. On the other hand, she's just giving me like really mixed signals. And then with this other guy that they were basically best friends, she's gone and said, "Oh, I hate this guy. It's all anyway." What do you think?
I think you should go for it. I mean, you don't have anything to lose. Remember that. You're just a kid. If he rejects you, whatever the fuck, you'll move on. It's gonna hurt your feelings for a little bit. You might cry in a pillow for a night, but it's not gonna be that big of a deal. And then two, in the situation, I don't think the friend matters really much at all. Whatever. I mean, he's kind of a piece of shit to begin with. This guy, right?
Yeah.
So don't worry about what he says. I'm sure you can deal with him. Whatever. If he gets in your face, you're like, well, you're a misogynistic weirdo. Can't get a girl for the life of him. So whatever. But in terms of her giving you mixed signals, you can always play the question game in the sense of like you throw something out there. Oh, I think your hair looks really good. See how she reacts. Then be like, wow, I think you're so cute. See how she reacts. Like take little baby steps, and then you'll know if she's really into you or not. Like just how she reacts off those things. If she gets all flirty and shy, whatever the fuck, and then you build a profile off of that, and then you'll save yourself a little humiliation if she says no, and you can read the signs a little bit better. But set yourself up for a situation where you can read these signs. Give yourself the opportunity to get signs back.
Yeah.
And then make your shot. But I think you should take your shot regardless, even if you don't do those steps. I mean, really, at your age, it's a learning situation.
Yeah. I also have like a bit of like another mess. I don't really know this isn't like a girl thing. This is more of like I don't know what the fuck to do. Cause
One second. Someone's being fucking. This dude's been homophobic in the chat for so goddamn long. Ban. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Jesus Christ.
Weirdo.
I didn't realize I didn't have mods going on today. I was looking at the chat. People are like arguing about gay people, and I can't find the dude who's wrong about this. He's fucking out of here. Anyways, go ahead.
What? Anyway, so that's actually really ironic because that's literally anyway. So I have this problem, right? I'm not doing it on purpose. I don't get what I'm exactly doing, but for some reason I have like this weird pheromone or something that literally just attracts like men. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not sure. Am I doing something wrong?
No, I'm in the same boat as you, bro. I'm not lying. I have a lot of gay men in my DMs constantly going for me.
And here's the thing. There's this guy that's like a really close friend, and you know when you meet someone and you just think they're gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's this guy. He calls me up at like 11 o'clock at night, like super late. Invites me to go to Italy with him. Right. Invites me to go to Italy.
How old is this guy?
It's that childhood friend that you knew and then you didn't really get and that you got along with at the time and then you drift apart with, but you still kind of
yeah.
That kind of guy. Anyway, so he calls me up and he goes, "Hey, do you want to come to Italy with me?" And I'm not going to say no.
Right.
Am I? So I'm slightly concerned this is all just going to go wrong like Lady and the Tramp style, like it has with like 3 other dudes that have just blatantly gone up to me and gone, "I'm not gay, but I would fuck you."
Right. Well, I think first there's a lot of easy ways to lay down the fact that you're heterosexual, which you are, right?
Yeah.
Mostly, yeah, we'll say that. But
mostly, yeah.
If you want to lay down the line and bring that up, you could be like, "Hey, man, like, are you good with girls? Because I have a girl problem right now, and I need someone to break this down for me." And then he could be like either no, like I'm gay or whatever the fuck, and then you can kind of say it like that, like you're having girl, like the call you're having with me about a girl, like kind of just like ask for his opinion on a girl situation. One will show that you're heterosexual, and 2, you'll find out if he has any idea about girls. So there you go.
Yeah, true, true, true.
And then when you get to the situation, if he does make a move on you, you could it's a lot easier and not in that moment be like, I'm not gay. You can be like, oh, dude, you know I'm not gay. Like, what's going on here? He's like, oh, I just thought. And you're like, oh, no. And then you'll have your trip in Italy.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's awkward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like a normal thing though to invite someone to Italy? Is that like?
Oh, I'm American, so going across the pond is a big deal here. But if someone invited me to go to Florida with them, like that's happened before. I met one of my best friends, Teeny, invited me to go to his grandparents' place when I knew him for like 3 weeks, and it was a little strange. But if you have a good bond, it shouldn't be that weird. Some red flags, yes. I don't know, like. Talk to you're 15, so talk to your parents and have his parents talk to your parents first. But besides that, yeah, I think you're fine.
All right, cool. Thank you so much.
No problem, Sub-Dub. Bless your heart.
Thanks.
All right. Are we still talking? What the fuck? Tell him that you think a crush on a girl. Are we not? I'm glad we've gone from homophobic discussions to discussing if the Pirates of the Caribbean is dead franchise, which I agree with. They ruined it with Dead Man's Chest. No, not Dead Man's Chest. They ruined it with the one that was just Jack Sparrow. That fucking sucked. Dead franchise. Anyways, next up. Pekka.
Hi.
Hi. What's up?
I don't know. Maybe the fact that only person that might actually love me is my mother. I don't see the end of the tunnel. I don't see the light of the end of the tunnel. Fuck me. Fuck! Hi.
Hi.
Hi. How are you this fine evening?
I'm doing good. Are you clipping your nails? What's that noise?
Oh, sorry. No, that's just magnets. Sorry.
You good.
Yeah, okay.
How old are you?
I am 17.
Okay, my guy. Listen.
Yeah.
We've all been in the place you're in. How long you been feeling like this?
Lonely or just like this?
Well, everyone feels lonely, so I guess just like this.
Yeah, okay. The last 4 years.
Okay, and have you gotten any kind of help?
I've tried, yeah. But after my friend almost killed herself,
Well, that's more of a reason to stay in therapy, my guy.
It didn't seem like it helped that much.
Listen, you gotta listen to me here. In terms of therapy, it doesn't help in terms of like the first however long you go. Like I went for a year and it never fucking worked with me. One, the therapist sucked, but two, in the sense of like, it's like working out. You gotta keep going. Because you're going to crack some walnuts and you're going to get into some situations that you weren't even aware of, or you can actually get to a comfortable place where you can talk about how you're fucking feeling. But by ignoring it, like you've been feeling like this for 4 years and you have no one to talk to, and it's getting deeper and deeper seated in you, and it feels like it's just a part of who you are right now. Right?
Yeah.
These things, like being able to talk about these things openly is like 50% of the battle, first of all. Getting this shit off your chest, and then figuring out how to coach your brain and your body into feeling better. I mean, like, in terms of feeling like this, it also does the negative thing. It pushes people away from you, and you also push people away from yourself. Like, it feeds itself. It's a complete cycle in the sense that you feel lonely, so you start feeling shitty, and that's not attractive to people in the sense that, like, it's just a vibe you give off, and you go into it with bad attitudes, and I get that. I've been there, too. But you have to put the work in terms of like going to therapy. Maybe medication would be for you. I don't know personally, but you have to start somewhere. If you just sit on it, it's not going to go anywhere, and it's going to get worse and worse.
Yeah, thanks.
No problem, bud. You gotta go for it. All right?
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Father.
No problem, Pekka. Get back in there.
Yeah, I will.
Bye-bye. Sleepy Jasmine, if you're watching the stream, I think Inky's been in the chat since this morning. Ion D Adon Hihi. Iden Hihi. Idon Hihi. And he left. Okay. We got one in the screening room. We can wait for now. But I saw Inky this morning when I turned on my computer, and I think he or she have been waiting a fucking long time. Hi, Father Tucker. Only been here a couple of times. You're a good dude. Thank you for doing this for people. Have some good takes. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think even if you don't think you need therapy, everyone should go to therapy. It's just a good place to be. It really is. Bless you, man. Bless you. Therapy is to accommodate to your needs, and sometimes certain people won't work with that. Exactly. I had a therapist who just fucking sucked. There's different styles of therapy, and he was one of those people who would stay silent until you started talking. And, like, I need a conversation flow, bro. I don't need a mirror. I can talk to the fucking mirror. Like, I was so pissed at him. And that's what I thought therapy was for a long time. I thought it was like like fucking Good Will Hunting, where he's just like, and how do we feel about that? I'm like, who the fuck are you, dude? And I finally found a lady that was really nice to me. Dude, I think mental health checkups should be like a regular thing, doctor checkups. That and meditation, which I don't do. I can't do meditation. My brain moves too fast, but I think meditation is something that everyone should be accomplishing. Inky, bud, how you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
Man, I've been waiting for forever.
I know. That's why I gave you the shout out. What can I do for you?
Okay, I have a couple of funny stories, but
Let's start with one and go from there.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with the most recent. So I'm in what's this thing called drum corps.
I know what drum corps is.
Professional. You know what it is?
Yes, I think I do. It's like competitions, right?
Yeah, it's like professional marching band. It's like you have to pay to be there.
It's like that movie with Nick Cannon.
Maybe I have no idea what that is.
I think it's literally the movie's called a Drumline or Drum Corps or something, but they like compete professionally. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I played trumpet in it, and there was this guy in there. He was front ensemble. He was like a marimba player, and never like the brass and the percussion never interact. So like I never really talked to him, but I just like really thought he was cute, and I tried to talk to him, and because I thought he was cute since like it started in February,
right?
And you're gonna find this awful, but I only tried to do something the literal last day of tour.
Because you got nothing to lose. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And I had like the world's worst wingman, my friend. I love her to death, but God, it was awful. And like her idea of trying to get me to talk to him was just making me awkwardly stand next to him.
Ah, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah. So I finally tried to like talk to him, and on the bus we watch movies sometime, the tour bus, and we were watching The Princess Bride, and he looked an awful lot like one of the characters.
Right.
So my attempt at talking to him was just taking a picture of it, going, "This you," and the conversation, he just went, "Yes," and it just skidded to a halt. It was awful.
Okay.
And just like it didn't say anything, it just like wouldn't respond, and all like I showed my friends that wasn't the world's worst wingman, and they were all like, good God, why the fuck did you do that?"
Right.
Because I don't know, I have no idea how to talk to anyone, because I've just been the fucking lonely hermit kid all my life, that I don't really know how to even like slide in someone's DMs.
Well, first of all, DM sliding is a miracle art that I don't know how to do. I don't fucking understand that at all. I've had some people trying to slide in my DMs before, and like I've seen good ones and I've seen bad ones, but I don't know the art of it. I think it's mostly about knowing the person, just guessing the person's personality and going from there. But in terms of talking in person, there's a lot of things you can do. I mean, if you know enough about them already, that's like a good way to get in. But you can also just, especially if you go in with a friend, like your wingman who's terrible, but, have a couple people, kind of like whatever group he's in, or if he's standing there alone, just kind of walk up to him and be like, say you notice something about him, like he was trumpeting the shit out of whatever the fuck he was doing, or, he's got new shoes and he's got Allbirds on and you're trying to get into that brand. There's a lot of reasons to start talking with someone. And then when you keep a conversation going, is a little trick I know where you turn what they say into a question. I've talked about this before. But whenever someone says, like, oh, you got Allbirds on? Yeah, I got them last week. Or not, that's not a good example because that's terrible. Whatever. You got Allbirds on? Yeah, I got the blank pair. The blank pair? And they'd be like, yeah, this. They have better arch support, whatever. And then you could talk a little bit like, oh, my arch support sucks. He's like, yeah, well, I used to have to run in my dad's military corps. Military corps? You know, you just turn what they say into questions. 'Cause people love talking about themselves. So if you give them the out to do that, they'll do it for a while. And then you can chime in whenever you're ready, whenever you have something ready planned and like something good to say. And then you go from there. It's kind of an art of conversation, which is something you learn over time. But it's a good hack in terms of getting something moving.
Thank you, Father. Okay, I have one more. Thankfully, this isn't the one where I'm the dumbass. It's the person trying to talk to me is the dumbass.
Right.
So I've had this friend, and how do I explain him? He acts and thinks like it is still the 1940s.
So he's a misogynist racist?
Well, that and he unironically says like howdy, he's obsessed with World War II. He had to get tested for lead poisoning because of how many antiques he collects.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and he wears the same stupid school shooter trench coat to school like every day. And it's insane. But anyways, I was kind of friends with him because I've always been kind of like the nerdy, like lame kid. I've always been that my entire life. I've kind of just accepted it. And I'd like try talking to him, and like he was chill to like talk about like funny history facts. But then he tried asking me out, and I'm just like, hey, dude, no. And immediately went to my best friend, asked her out, and they started dating. Like I'm talking like not even a day passed.
Wow. Okay, so he was just shooting a shot, casting a wide net situation.
Yeah. They're dating, and I'm just like, hey, you were his second choice. I don't think that's like a good sign. That he cheats on her, they break up. And around this time, I was also having to deal with like a creep. And mind you, this was 7th grade, and this dude was a junior in high school.
Oh, Jesus.
So that's fun. Yeah. Can't ride the bus anymore. That's fun. And a couple years passed, and then we started talking like just after COVID because our school was sectioned off because I don't know, it was some dumb stuff, but I didn't go to school at the same time as all of my friends. So like he was like my only option to have a friend. And so we started talking again. And this is awful. He goes to my mom, not just my mom in person. No, he goes into my mother's Instagram DMs to write a 3-page essay about how much he loves me and how he wants to take me to this like stupid, like greasy, probably like gonna get shut down soon because of how bad it is diner at our hometown. And like I'm like talking like this man wrote like a college essay in my mother's Instagram DMs.
Okay, well you don't owe this kid anything.
Oh no, I blocked him and I was just like, no.
Jesus Christ, bro. That's negative game. That's just horrible. Even then, like, it's a classic thing. Like, I've realized over time, people talk about it, like, if a mother wants a girl to date somebody, it normally never works out. Like, especially, how old are you?
I'm 16.
Yeah, like, you don't want to date someone your parents want you to date. Like,
no, my mom doesn't even like him. He just like
I know, but even if like he appealed to her heart, it's just like, oh, there's this nice sweet boy who just really likes you. You'd be like, fucking no, like what the fuck? Like that's just terrible all around, dog. Oh my god, that's
I think I've had to turn him down like 3 times.
Negative sex appeal. That is horrific. So that kid's, keep an eye on him. Maybe alert him to the authorities. That trench coat's a nightmare, and the antique collecting's not a good sign either. But you've had a tough go of it. But, in terms of talking to people, take my advice. And in terms of shitty people in your life, I'm sorry it keeps happening, but it'll slow down as you get older.
I know. It's like I'm like a magnet for like the worst kinds of people.
Yeah, I was too for a long time. I know where you're coming from, but
yeah,
where we're at now,
yeah.
I'm glad you're doing better, but just keep your head on your shoulders, all right?
Thank you, Father.
Have a good one.
You too.
I meant to say keep a good head on your shoulders. Penta! With the 30 subs, because he's a mad lad, and we appreciate him. Thank you, my guy. Also, huge baby. You will be getting your merch regardless. Doesn't matter if the shit gets shut down or not, because I'm sure. I mean, they made the merch, so we're gonna have it. We're just gonna have to get rid of it. Thank you. Up next, Koala. How you doing?
Oh, hello. Oh, this is me now.
Yes, it is.
All right. So, I guess I just get right into my story. So anyway, oh, so do I just talk or?
Yeah, you just go. Yeah, you're good.
All right. So anyway, so it starts off summer. I was planning on just focusing on like purely running, and because that's like my main sport. It's what I do a lot. And I got a private coach recently, and I've been like dedicating my life to it, been obsessed with it. And so I went to this running camp. And so I went to the running camp primarily focused on running because that's what it was about.
Mhm.
And anyway, first couple of days go by, everything's going all right. And then all of a sudden, I see this girl, and I'm like, oh shoot! And she's hanging around the same people I'm hanging around. And it's a 5-day overnight camp.
Mhm.
And so, it's a bunch of teenagers, all same age, and so she's hanging around the same people I'm hanging around. We get a little flirty, and eventually we exchange numbers. And oh, just get a previous. I'm 15 male. She's 15 female. But and then eventually she comes into my. I text her, come to my dorm. We make out, whatever, and then that night, yep. And then that night, it's the last night, so we're like, screw it. We're probably not going to see each other for a while, and so we sleep with each other. And that might have been definitely out of the blue and a little unprepared, but we're all good. Everything's safe now.
Good.
And then, but there was one problem, and that's if something was going to continue, she lives 4 hours away, which is kind of rough, especially since I'm not even 16 yet. So, I mean, I've still been talking to her. We've been talking basically every day, but in that whole deal, and just to like kind of see if anything would be possible.
Right.
But also, I went to FFA State Convention, and it's called Fun Night, and I came in and I asked this like absolute 10 out of 10 baddie to dance with me, and surprisingly she said yes, and she was like getting really close to me and like was clearly into me, and she only lives like 30-45 minutes away. And so I'm like, okay. And I've been talking to her like a little bit, not as much as I was talking to the one from running camp. But in the one from running camp, I'm definitely like, I can feel more of a connection to so far, but I also have talked to her and spent a lot, like, and gotten to know her a lot more. And I'm like really close to a point now with just kind of like deciding, my main question is, do I try to stick with this girl who I know more about and like feel more connected to that lives 4 hours away, or where I potentially might not even get to see but once or twice a year, or do I try to go with this other girl who I've been in the little times that I have talked to her, it's been like, I have the bag, I just have to not fumble it. And like, I also need to know, like, on top of from the first question, and then into the second, like, how do I not fumble the bag here, is what I'm trying to say.
There's no way to not fumble the bag. I mean, there's no way to be sure you're not going to fumble the bag. That's an impossible ask. But in terms of the girl at camp, I have to know, did you take her virginity?
Yes.
Okay. So that's nothing to be trifled with.
Yeah.
Like, that's, especially if she was, I don't know if she was saving it for someone special, but there's a lot of chemicals that go down. Like, you can't, once you take someone's virginity, you kind of owe them the time of day. I don't know if you realize that, but in the sense of the larger scheme, she really cares about you, and you're just a dude who booped and left for the first time, that could definitely, so kind of figure out where she's at mentally. I think you sadly owe this girl a lot after what happened.
Well, see, like, she's also, I mean, she also kind of understands that it might not be really possible for it to happen, and we both, like, ever since, like, figuring out that running camp. We live 4 hours away. That
Yeah.
like, can this really realistically does this happen? And that's been the most difficult thing about it. But
You just have to have that discussion with her. If it's not going to work out because of the distance, then you do that. But you're going to have to either put a good try in this or have that conversation now before you even attempt to go after this, whatever you call her, 10 out of 10.
yeah. We'll just call her girl from convention.
Girl from convention. Well,
girl Girl A and girl B.
Girl A is your main focus right now. And then girl B comes later.
I see.
Okay?
So, got it. Oh, and also, these people are very confused about how it works do you just randomly pick people, or do you have an order to this?
In terms of the queue?
Yeah, the queue. The people are very confused.
I'm not sure. We have mods that screen. This was all set up for me. So I can I'll figure it out before the next stream, and I'll break it down for everybody. I think it's obviously not in terms of time, if they're just randomly picking. I'm not sure.
I see. Okay. Well, that's all. Thank you, Father.
No problem, bud. Bless your heart.
You too.
Bye-bye. Oop, almost banned him. Haha. Sorry. Lad nod.
Hello.
Hello. What can I do for you?
So I'm gonna try and keep this short because there's not honestly that much. But there's this girl that I've liked since 7th grade, and I'm a sophomore in high school now.
Okay.
So for a while I've liked this girl, and I recently found out in my freshman year that she's bi.
Okay.
And we talk. We're like good friends with each other. But I just don't know what I should do. If I should shoot my shot or if I should just kind of let it be.
Because she's bi?
Yes.
That should have no effect on the situation.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what, if she likes girls more.
Who gives a shit? If she's bisexual, it means she's swinging at both plates, so it doesn't matter.
Alright, fair enough.
If she would say she was a lesbian if she only liked girls or liked girls a lot more. And regardless, like, say maybe she's super into girls and she'll talk to a couple guys. If that's the case, you could be one of the couple guys. You're always swimming uphill in these situations. So, upstream, I would say. Always swimming upstream in these situations. So, it's always going to be tough, but you have no fucking clue, my guy. Just go for it.
Alright, fair enough.
Bisexual's bisexual, my guy. Hot dogs and hamburgers. Everyone gets a bite. All right?
All right. Thank you, Father.
No problem. Bless your heart.
Thank you.
Kids these days, man. Last call of the day. And it's Penta, of course. Hi, Penta.
Hello. Hi, Father.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. All right. So
last time we talked, you started dating a girl.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna, make this this short and heavy because I have no fucking idea what to do.
Okay.
So, her dad, that I have been friends with for a very long time, because we have a lot of mutual interests, and we do a lot of things together. We're basically like family at this point. Told me that, well, he didn't tell me directly, but he gave me his grandmother's wedding bands.
I don't know if that caught up on the mic, but I went.
And I was, to say the least, very surprised.
Yeah.
I was beyond surprised, actually. If that, makes it a bit more clear of how in the absolute fuck shit I was like, what?
Yeah. How did he give you he just handed them to you?
Yeah, pretty much. That's the best explanation I could possibly give you. He just, when I was with them because they were all here for vacation, which was why I figured out that they were like, oh shit, well, hello. They were all there for vacation, and he took me into the kitchen because I was helping him cook. We both went to culinary school, and I was like, you know what, fair, let's do this and that. And he hands me something, and it's a small little box that you would usually see a wedding ring in.
Right.
But it's these two 22 karat gold bracelets that were wedding bands. And he said, put them to good use. I was like, huh? To be in mind, keep this in mind. I had dated this girl for the good part of 8 years.
Oh.
Yeah, so the good part of 8 years in like split relationships. We just hadn't been able to figure it out because we lived so far apart.
Okay.
And we both love each other dearly. And, you know, I usually wouldn't be, hey, what's up? Why is this so soon? But I was just...
That's a lot to be thrown in your face. That's a lot of
no
commitment.
fucking shit.
And that's a rest of your life situation. So.
Yeah, I know this. That was why I was so shocked.
Golly. Well, I think, it's just, if, God forbid, this doesn't work out, I think you both are great together. It seems like it's a great situation. But if it doesn't work out, you just give it back. It's not that big of a deal. I think he's giving you his blessing in the sense that, like, he thinks you're a great guy or whatever. But I wouldn't worry about, it's a commitment, but it's just like, if it happens, it happens. You have it. And commitment scares the shit out of me. I haven't gotten a tattoo because of that. I don't make life decisions. I take that life one day at a time. That shit's terrifying. However, it's a message and not a promise. Look at it that way. You're not saying you're going to do it by accepting these gifts. He's the one who did it to you. I don't think it should affect your relationship at all. I doubt she even fucking knows. It's just one of those...
Oh, yeah, no, she definitely does not know because he legitimately... so basically, she doesn't know those exist.
Oh, wow.
She doesn't know those wedding bands exist.
Okay.
Which I was very shocked because... it was something his great-great-grandmother gave to him. And it's something he gave his wife and now wants to give to me.
I mean, man, hey. This is terrifying for a man who's afraid of commitment, but in terms of the large scheme, it's very nice,
Yeah. No, I was very... how can you say it? I was very touched. I was like, wait, you're actually giving these to me kind of moment?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I had no clue what was going to happen, right? I had no fucking clue that was a thing. I was just over there for dinner, all right? I was just there to be like, hey, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while.
Just where you're at. Just play it cool. Stay the course. If it happens, you don't have to buy fucking wedding rings or whatever the fuck those are bracelets.
Yeah.
But, it was a big thing, big gesture. Dad likes you, though, which is really good. And the girl, it's all working out. And if you get to that point, you're only 18, right?
Yeah. I just turned 18.
So, just slow play this. Enjoy it while it lasts. Like, just have fun where you're at. You're still a kid. I don't know if it's different in your country. That's a big commitment, but you now have the blessing of everybody. So just, if he gets on your case about it later down the line, says like, why hasn't it started moving? Why aren't you buying the cow? Just fucking be like, I'm 18. I have a life, and I'm fucking scared. Those are the situations.
The thing is, the one thing I was very terrified of, because I thought it was just his dad that put me up to this, right? Because usually it's, father's blessing and shit. Nope. That wasn't the issue right here. Both of them put me up to it.
The family?
We're talking, yeah. The entire family decided to give me those wedding bands.
Okay. So, don't The only issue you're gonna have is them pressuring you. Right now, it's
No.
just an offering. So just
He said use them for something. Use them wisely, but no pressure.
okay.
That's what he said to me, straight out.
I think you're good for
So-
it. I think you're good for it right now. Just don't overthink this. That is insane, and I'm glad you told me. But you got a good thing going. Just fucking.
What is this?
cruise.
Is this gonna be a TikTok?
I don't
Is
know.
that-
I have editors now that kind of separate all the best bits that they think. So who fucking knows? We did have a girl about the story about the girl dating her cousins, and we also had a kid.
Hey, yo, what? I did not see this.
That was on Wednesday, and we also had a kid call today where he was talking shit about a homophobic girl, and she texted him because she was watching the stream. So we have some options. But do you not want me to post that? I won't post it if you don't want me to post
No, bro. I would love you to post it. That would be, bro. That would be the time of my life to see the fucking comments to that, bro. I would
right.
be like,
I'll
what?
put a word into the editors. We'll see what we could do.
All right.
But
All right.
we're all 5 minutes over time, so I got to cut you loose. But
Yeah.
bless your heart. I wish
Thank
you the
Father.
best of luck, bro.
Yeah, I do too. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Oh, he said thank you again. Sorry, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off. All right. It's raid time, baby girl. Who are we doing today? I love finding randos. Should I do a VTuber with big old knockers? We did a guy last time. We should do an LGBTQ person. Because of the homophobic bullshit we dealt with today. 1 second, let me type this in. LGBT. There we go. This guy looks fun. Your Uncle Meatball? Fuck yeah. Alright, guys. I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Unless you're a part of the Patreon, then I'll see you sooner. Shout out to Lindsay, the patron of the week. And I guess we'll see y'all next time.